There's a small, beautiful island in the northern Pacific known as Taiwan. Taiwan is a long, narrow island. It has more than 150 rivers totaling more than 40,000 kilometers. Taiwan is one of the most densely crowded places in the world. Each person generates an average of about 200 liters of sewage a day. In Taiwan, they're proactively building sewer systems, and for places that don't yet have sewers, they're creating on-site treatment facilities to deal with the sewage right at the source and prevent it from flowing into rivers. When it comes to urban rivers, Taiwan has succeeded in reducing the sources of pollution, while at the same time creating spaces like these where citizens can interact on the riversides. In effect, rivers have become a driving force in urban transformation. Livestock is an important part of Taiwan's agricultural economy, but if the wastewater and manure from farms gets into rivers, we're talking about serious pollutants like BOD, ammonia nitrogen, and SS. Ever since Taiwan began promoting the use of livestock wastewater in 2016, more than 1,000 operators have received approval. Before applying to irrigate the fields, farms test for heavy metals in the manure and background concentrations in the soil. Then, after irrigation, they test the heavy metal levels in the soil and the ammonia nitrogen content in the groundwater. And that's led to a remarkable improvement in water quality. Rivers that were once polluted are now free of their former stench. Industrial wastewater is far more difficult to deal with than domestic sewage and livestock wastewater because it's more complex, more concentrated, and there's a greater volume. Many years ago, Taiwan began to examine its rivers, assessing the level of pollution in different areas and managing discharge in order to ensure that the heavy metal levels are safe for human health. Taiwan also understands the importance of risk management, so it's mandatory for businesses producing a certain amount of pollution to install a water quality monitoring system at the point of discharge. Right now, water quality monitoring systems keep track of more than 80% of the total industrial wastewater in Taiwan and as much as 99% of the wastewater discharged by industrial parks. The government uploads the data onto the internet in real time to allow for citizen oversight. Protecting water resources is not just the job of the government. Civic participation in Taiwan is also very high. Civilian water patrols are helping make up for a shortage in government staff. The government has set up water environment protection centers and make river pollution inspections even more effective. Every day, more than 1 billion people around the world have nothing but contaminated water to drink. The main goal of the EPA is to ensure that the people of Taiwan have water that's safe for everyday use and for drinking. The EPA has revised the drinking water management regulations several times since 1997 in order to ensure the quality of drinking water from the source all the way to the tap. Of course, along with regulations, you also need specific practices. Taiwan has taken a multi-pronged approach to protecting the surface water environment and conserving groundwater resources. That includes creating water quality protection zones around drinking water sources, setting up water quality monitoring stations, and taking monthly samples to test water quality. Taiwan has done everything from creating regulations and using technology to decreasing wastewater and teaming up with the public in order to create a new water environment for everyone.